Well, instead of making a vlog and working on my writing, see that? There is water in my office. It is like all underneath the mat here. I don't know if you can tell the wet spots from the dry spots or not. But it's coming in fast. I've moved everything already. I've used like all of the towels. Oh, Jesus. So much water right here. So this is not the morning that I intended it to be. It's just pouring from the spot here that I see has a repair from a previous owner. I don't think it was the last owners. They didn't talk about any flooding issues, any water issues. And whoever had this place at some point in time was a big DIY guy. It's just coming in. You know, I was gonna make a little video this morning and talk about the dreary, rainy day, perfect for writing, but nope, not now. Now it's about a dreary, rainy day, and my mom is on the way with a wet dry shop vac. And we're going to vacuum up some water. Although it's, with all those towels there, at the moment, it isn't coming into the office anymore. It was going underneath like the mini fridge and then trickling over to the flooring that I have there, those sort of like gym mats. But I love that flooring, but I'm gonna have to tear it all apart now and vacuum it up. You know, and there's a drain right on the other side of the wall, you know, where the heater and air conditioner are, well, the heater. And anyway, you can't get to it. It's sort of useless for, you know, flooding in my office because there is definitely a large concrete lip there. I need a hefty drill to get through, and I do not have a hefty drill. I've moved like all the boxes that I could out of the oh, I'm tired. I haven't had enough coffee yet. I moved all the boxes and they were slightly wet, like wherever it was coming in at. It wasn't luckily sliding over and destroying all the boxes in the storage area. So I just love this plant. It is like a really old plant and it climbed this all by itself. It decided to grow this main vine here up, and it was searching all over for a place to cling to, and then it finally found it. Right about there. It found a place to cling to onto this, onto that for the blinds. And then it was really cool because this other guy came and decided to loop around to help support it as it grew leaves, because the leaves make it really, really heavy. I'm trying to remember the name of the plant right now. I think I'm just sort of in a daze with all the water issues I'm having today. But oh yeah, somebody's Christmas gift. This plant, Hoya, I believe it's called, a Hoya. I'll correct that in the comments if I'm wrong. It was in my grandmother's window in a very small pot. It never got huge. And it was in her kitchen window, and it was always there for years and years. Well, when she passed away, one of the relatives gave us clippings, and with those clippings, all the grandkids, or I think all the grandkids, got to take a little version of this plant, a little piece of the plant, and mine has done spectacular. It started to become huge at our old house. I had it in a window, which I'm sure was old like this window, and definitely didn't have any of the UV ray protection. And it just loved it, and it climbed up all over that window there. And then at the new place, it's doing the same thing. It's just climbing away, having a heyday. So I'm the one with the green thumb in the family. Libby believes she kills plants. Got some new coffee. This is from Atlas Coffee Club. Hashtag not sponsored. I actually still have some of the last of the coffee they sent. Usually there's a few days where between getting the new one and the old one running out on my usual coffee consumption, but I am drinking the old stuff today. It's from Brazil, but I haven't been for like a week or two because my coffee pot there, that thing drying, I tried to fix it and tested it out again. Stopped working. It's like a steam coffee, and it's all of a sudden popping the basket right out every time, and then it like airs out and doesn't brew all the coffee. It's horrible. Which is too bad because it makes a better cup of coffee. So I've been saving the great coffee club subscription coffee for when I can get a better coffee pot than this really old sort of grody one that's like beyond the point of cleaning properly. But it works, so that's good. Oh man. I suppose I should get back to the basement and watch the water continue to flow in. How boring. The last few tomatoes. I was cleaning the table this morning. The last few tomatoes from our garden, I actually threw a whole bunch out because they were a little soft and they just didn't have quite the flavor. So my plan for the day was to, I slept in because I didn't sleep in Monday, and that's usually the day I sleep in, catching up from my 2 16-hour shifts, which just kind of wears me out, even though I'm just sitting there at a hotel at the front desk for 16 hours a day. But every Saturday, Sunday, I've been doing it for years and years. But I slept in today, and then I was going to actually work on a article that I wrote about comic books, about specifically Ali Broche. His comic books, it's just what inspired this article anyway that I wrote. I was gonna put it on Medium, but or a publisher that uses Medium. I don't really like to publish my own things like it's some sort of blog or something. I mean, you can use Medium for that, but you're not going to get nearly the amount of views, or if you're like me, you monetize your articles and get paid for them every month, depending on views and clicks and stuff, which, only trickles in a few cents here and there for me right now, which is whatever, but at least it's something. However, I was thinking of sending it somewhere, and I did recently discover a publisher of nonfiction articles and essays and stuff, and I'm thinking from what I saw that this might be a good fit. So maybe, I think it's out of Las Vegas, actually. I know it's out of Las Vegas. I just almost said Los Angeles, which is a totally different place. Well, I think I'm gonna end the recording here. No writing for right now. I just hear it trickling in. Oh my god. And hopefully we've toweled it up so much that it's not gonna escape out of the storage room here. Which, you know, I wanted to reorganize this place anyways. It was already a mess from a whole bunch of stuff that the previous owners left that, according to them, were, well, not according to them, but they were, it was stuff definitely here, like 1/4-inch paneling that the previous owners said they didn't have the tools to put on, because we did ask them if they could, you know, install it, because we don't have the tools, and they're like, oh, we don't have the tools. So somebody who owned it even before them left a all over, oh, not all over, I mean, sort of all over. I found 1/4-inch paneling down in the storage area and some out of it, so I don't know. Might just clear it all up, change this place, and kind of make it more our own, you know? Look at that old radiator. Old radiator, like an ancient rusty level. Old things. You know, that Hoya plant I was talking about? That actually belonged, I believe, to my grandmother's aunt, who also got it from somebody somewhere. So this plant might be, like, you know, super old. It may just be one of those plants that kind of lives forever, if it can. Well, the worst part about this whole thing is that we had some water issues on the opposite end. Hello. Hey, Dad. No, I don't believe it is. It's sort of like, it's where the storage room is. I know you don't know my house inside out, but which is right here. It is right near where the faucet on the outside near all that electrical is that you wouldn't you know, we'd want to move at some point. It's near there, but it's coming in through the shelf, and yeah, it's on the driveway side. That's on the shelf over on the front, over on the back of the house. This is on the side of the house. There's a shelf in our storage room, and I can actually see where they did some repairs. And what's funny is the guys from Thrasher, they actually did, as they were leaving, one of the guys said, yeah, he was looking at the soil on that side of the house right over there, and he said, you know, it's really saturated. You might want to consider at some point putting in a well or something. He said he was talking about some sort of well thing to stop the water from accumulating over there. And now I'm getting water in right where he talked about it, so on the other side of the wall. So they put a sump pump in, yes, they did, and that is for the total opposite side of the basement. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that sump pump is quite a ways away from where the water is coming in now. That was for the shelf on the grass side, yes. That sump pump is specifically for that shelf, and yeah. Or on the, or actually the better image of it, this shelf is parallel with the porch, and to the left of the garage. This shelf is way on is down on the driveway side, quite a ways down. Yeah, that's where the sump pump. That's what the sump pump takes care of. And then this shelf back here is a much shorter little shelf that's used as a workbench, and water's just pouring on down out of a hole that I can see has had repairs on it before. That hole, it has some old caulking. You know, it's because I was specifically having him look at that area, and it would have been a whole different thing. And both the salesman and that guy mentioned that there were some water concerns on this side, but I was like, I'm only concerned about the thing over here because I don't have another 5,000 to do a second thing. So I just kind of shot them both down with their mention of it, which, you know. Yeah, basically coming